Good morning, Mayor Spano, Trustee Greenwald, Superintendent Soler, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Hernandez, Principal James, Assistant Principal Riley, and distinguished guests. Good morning, everyone. My name is Rosemarie P, and I have the privilege of being Master of Ceremony for today's event. It is an honor for our school to receive such a prestigious recognition. Thank you to Mayor Spano and Yonkers Public Schools for recognizing the great work done in our school community. And thank you to all the teachers and staff for your endless dedication. I am an 8th grade student here at Cross Hill and have attended this school for the past 8 years. The community, love, and dedication shown to me by every teacher and staff here has allowed me the opportunity to grow as a person and become a student I can be proud of, who is ready to make the transition to high school. Standing on this stage brings back memories of the many performances I have been a part of during my time, from multicultural night to talent shows to musical performances. These experiences have helped me grow the confidence to stand here and present to you all this honor. My time at Cross Hill has not only prepared me academically, but has helped me to grow socially as well. Today, we'll be celebrating how far we've all come. So let's get things started. At this time, I'll be introducing Mark Guzman for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Thank you.
Up next, Mayor Mike Spano for the presentation and acceptance of award.
All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Let's give it up for our Mistress of Ceremonies. Come on, let's give it up. So, let me start by thanking Principal Ryan James and all the teachers and staff and team here, PTA, parents, obviously all of you for at the Cross Hill Academy. You make our city so proud. You should be so excited today. I also want to just recognize some of the people that are with us here today. I know that Jeanette Wright is here representing our council president. So Jeanette, thank you. It's good to see you. We also have the councilman, Councilman Anthony Moranti, who's with us as well. Let's give it up for Anthony Moranti. We have the superintendent of schools you'll hear from soon, right? So let's give it up for the superintendent. He's the boss, so you always got to cheer for him. And of course, we're also lucky to have some really tremendous people who run our school district. The trustees of our school district, we have Shiela Greenwald, who's with us. Good to see Shiela. And Rosemarie and Linton. It's good to see. It's also good to see Dr. Frank Hernandez with us as well. So good to see Doctor. You know, I think it's fair to say that Cross Hill is a story that's a pretty remarkable story of transformation and resilience. It stands as a shining example for other schools. Other schools, not just across Yonkers, but other schools across the region, across the state, across the country, of what, if you have determination, if you have cooperation, and you have a good solid plan and a commitment, that you can exceed excellence. And that's what's happening here. Cross Hill Academy is a model school for New York State. And under the effective leadership of Principal Ryan James, Cross Hill Academy has made notable strides in 3 pivotal areas, and I'll describe them here for you. In December 2023, Cross Hill Academy was identified as a local support and improvement school, formerly known as a good standing school, and after 15 years in accountability. Now that sounds like a lot of legal stuff, right? But just know it's really good. It means you've come up, right? Give yourself a nice round of applause. And in May 1st, The New York State Education Department identified Cross Hill Academy as a promising practices school. These are really hard to get, and your teachers have worked hard in putting the right programs in place. And such Cross Hill Academy will host schools from throughout New York State are going to come here so that they can learn from you, because you are leaders in learning. And in May, your teacher, Mrs. Lisa Egan, was selected as the 2024 Teacher of the Year. Let's give her a nice round of applause. Now, I was really excited to read about this. I mean, this year, Cross Hill Academy's average yearly attendance is 91.77, so it's only almost 92%, and chronic absenteeism dropped considerably. And so that's a big, wow, that's a pretty, but that's because of you. You guys, give yourself a nice round of applause. And of course, Principal James will be going to a conference to teach other school districts, and he'll be going with Dr. Michelle Uzzolo and Dr. Hernandez to teach other schools about the practices that have been put into effect here and how effective they are, and how they can take what you've done here and reproduce that somewhere else and see the same type of real excited things. So Cross Hill Academy has increased its family engagement by introducing a program called Family Engagement. Family Engagement Fridays, I've heard all about that. I'm excited, and I think it's something that I hope that they'll continue to do and expand upon. And on average, I hear that more than 20 parents participate in math games with their children across all grades. How many of you guys do that? Raise your hands, right? That's pretty incredible. That's right. Excellent. So that alone deserves you that award of being the spotlighted school for 2024. You know, there's only about 8 days left of school, guys, right? And I'm given the ability to come here because the city council says I can do this and declare a day and do so in your honor. And this honor is as much yours as it is your principal and your teachers and the support team that's here, because you had to achieve the grades. You had to go to school every day, right? You've made that commitment. So none of this happens unless we are together, committed to do something for our future. And that's what you're all doing. So how many of you want to be mayor one day? Only one? Come on, what do you need? All right. I guess my job's not all that exciting. But if you want to be mayor a few years from now, right, you got to go, if you go to the city hall, there's a book. And in that book, there's a list of dates, and dates of important events that have happened in our history. And the mayor, because of the power given to me by the city council, right, has the ability to declare a day. And that's what we're doing today. Because of your accomplishments, because of your growth, because of the fact that you are leading our city of Yonkers as a spotlighted school, we have decided to declare today in the city of Yonkers as Cross Hill Academy Day on your behalf. So I present this proclamation to the principal and say to you, congratulations, keep up the great work, enjoy the summer. Enjoy the summer, guys. Make sure you read this summer and be safe, most of all, be safe. So, principal? I'm going to ask the superintendent to come up. If you're ready, then we'll call you up. I'm going to, well, you know what? Since we have Councilman Moranti here, and it's nice that we have a member of the city council with us, I'm going to ask him to come up, say a few words. Councilman Moranti. Let's get it up for the councilman.
Thank you, Mayor Spano. It's always a pleasure to be here on the Spotlight Day. Obviously, you guys worked very hard to earn this honor. Obviously, you got the Teacher of the Year, so you got a great leadership. The principal, Mr. Ryan, there. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here to speak. Mr. Soler, congratulations on being here, and again, we've got a very great school system here in the city of Yonkers, and it's being the honor today to Cross Hill Academy is the leader of the pack for today. Thank you very much, and have the opportunity, and congratulations. Have a great summer. Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm going to sit down. Let's give it up for your Mistress of Ceremonies. Come on, really loud. Let's go.
That was Soler. Okay. Now I'll be introducing Superintendent Soler to give their speech.
Well, good morning, everyone. The mayor did highlight all the great things. I think he took my notes, but I'm going to just say just a couple comments. One is I was able to visit Cross Hill Academy as part of my kind of first 90 days that I've been in the district. I've been trying to get to all the buildings, and you know, watching the engagement in the classrooms validates why you're getting this Spotlight Award. The hard work that many of you sitting in these chairs are doing, you're doing everything that you're being asked to do, but you're pushing yourself. Everything, when I asked the students, everyone said similar things, and I said, what makes Cross Hill so special? Everyone said things like, we're a family, we take care of each other. Mentioned things like, my brother's keeper, my sister's keeper. And I said, what makes the school special? Every classroom said the teachers. And so that means to me that we have some amazing teachers. And so when I got to come back after I visited the school to give Teacher of the Year, it all made sense. It all made sense. It says, wow, we have a lot of talented educators working with great kids. And so when this opportunity came to give you guys your own day, how cool is that? Cross Hill Academy Day is June 13th, 2024. That's a big deal. Yeah. I also want to thank a couple of people who were thanked earlier, but I think it's real important that none of this starts without great leadership. And I do want to thank from the district's office and the district's level, the Board of Trustees for giving us the tools to do this work and to make sure we improve our schools. I want to thank Dr. Frank Hernandez. Dr. Frank Hernandez, just stand up so everyone knows who you are. He's Assistant Superintendent, and he gets to work every day with your principal. And when I met Dr. Frank Hernandez, he said, hey, I want you to know something. There was a narrative about Cross Hill a couple years ago that wasn't really positive. And that narrative, it doesn't exist anymore. There are people who are excited. They're choosing to come to school here. And so that I also want to uplift the leadership of Principal James and Assistant Principal Riley. But I also want to say that your Yeka principal has part of this success too, because you were her babies at one point. Yeah. And so we know this work doesn't happen in isolation. I just want to say congratulations. Today's your day. Enjoy it. There's 8 more days, and then summer's here. Hopefully you're signing up for summer enrichment, and you're coming back to be with us in the summer. We have great programs. But most importantly, congratulations, Cross Hill Academy.
Up next for Cross Hill Experiences, Abdul Rahman Sadiq Onilana.
Good morning, esteemed guests. My name is Abdul Rahman Sadiq, and I am in the 8th grade. I've gone to Cross Hill Academy for 5 years. I know that Cross Hill isn't just a school. We're a family. What separates us from other schools is the bond between students and teachers. Here, the teachers really take an active role in the students' learning and their well-being. More importantly, one of our core values, the students take pride in their own education. The students take pride in their own education and their own academic ability. Moreover, they continue to take pride and importance not only in their learning, but in the improvement of themselves, others, and the school community. Cross Hill is a place of learning, improvement, and excellence, complemented by a great staff and administration. I still remember how my English teacher, Mr. Rothstein, would go over my essays, making sure and giving me countless tips to improve my writing. Or how my Spanish teacher, Ms. Bravo, would make sure all my vocab words were instilled in my brain. We've done so many events to form the community we have here, from Spanish projects to talent shows, and more recently, Multicultural Night. The school urges students to learn with the use of incentives with things like class dojo points and even iReady challenges and rewards. I know that Cross Hill Academy will continue to prosper, excel, and flourish long after I'm gone because Cross Hill has unique approaches to the challenges and struggles a school community faces. To end, I will leave you with a quote from Maya Angelou. Do better until you are better, and when you are better, continue to do better, which encapsulates the mindset at Cross Hill Academy. Thank you for your time.
And lastly, for Cross Hill Experiences, Josie and Reyes.
Good morning, honored guests. My name is Josie Ann Reyes, and I'm an 8th grade student here at this school. Thank you so much for honoring us with the Yonkers School of the Month. Cross Hill Academy, the place where I grew up, found lifelong friendships, got endless stern talks outside of class, prepared for picture days, went on field trips, had silly crushes, and all the other things we kids go through as we grow. But it's not only the place, it's also the people. Teachers and aides, coaches and custodians, lunch ladies and security guards, substitutes and nurses, principals and assistant principals, librarians and counselors, and most importantly, my fellow students. At least 3 people from each of these categories have affected my life positively and helped me grow into who I am today, such as Miss Otto, who helped me understand myself better and cope with my emotions, or Miss Soleil, who's given me countless valuable pieces of advice that I use on a day-to-day basis. And last but not least, my best friend, Kaden Stolze. Inseparable since the first day of pre-K, she's been with me through everything. Through these people, the memories I've made here will travel with me throughout my life. Thank you to the people of Cross Hill Academy for helping me and my peers navigate these pivotal stages of life and guiding us through all the times when we didn't think we would make it past the next challenge. I can say now that thanks to Cross Hill, I'm confident in my place in the world and am ready to face anything that comes to me. So thank you, Cross Hill, and please continue to prosper as a school the way that you have helped to do as students.
And now, Principal James.
Good morning. I said good morning. Good morning, Board of Trustees, Ms. Greenwald, Vice President Burns, Mayor Mike Spano, Superintendent Mr. Soler, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Hernandez, distinguished guests, staff, and students. My name is Ryan James, and I have the privilege of being the principal of Cross Hill Academy over the last 2 years. At CHA, our core values are perseverance, building community, kindness, and empowerment. Over the last couple of years, these values have helped propel our school community to new heights. We are no longer a school in receivership and have shown we are a school on the rise in the city of Yonkers. A professor once told me in college, "Who cares what you think? Tell me what the data says." Well, I'll tell you what the data says. Data says we cut chronic absenteeism from 54% to 28%. The data says we increased math proficiency by 9%. The data says we increased ELA proficiency by 5%. Also, we have been identified by NYSET as a school in good standing and a promising practices school by New York State.
CHA also was recognized for having one of the Teacher of the Year recipients, which is a great accomplishment, and a thank you to Ms. Egan. Let's give a clap to Ms. Egan. As I close, we would not reach the accomplishments we have without it being a community effort and a total team effort. First, I thank Assistant Principal Riley. There is no way we achieve the successes we have seen and going to the new heights we have gone to without her endless work, her tireless nights, and everything that she's put into this school community. And I thank you, Ms. Riley, publicly and privately. To Dr. Hernandez, who I've thanked countless times for holding me accountable, being a mentor, being a great model, teaching me what success looks like, and teaching me to put students first every day. I appreciate you, and I always will. Ms. Elaine Shines, staff, families, and the hardworking students at Cross Hill Academy for helping the school go to new levels, I thank you. Cross Hill Academy's success is a model for the saying, it takes a village. This village will continue to love, care for, and educate our leaders of tomorrow. Lastly, Maya Angelou said, if you're going to live, leave a legacy and make a mark on the world that cannot be erased. And Cross Hill Academy has done that. Thank you.
Thank you all for attending, and thank you to Yonkers Public Schools and Mayor Spano again for giving us this prestigious recognition, showing all the hard work of the students, staff, and teachers. Thank you all.